was the assistant manager in the Bank of Ireland in Ballybuffet, which was a lovely place. I was there for 10 years. And one day my boss rang me up and he said, "Hugh, would you like to go to Enniskillen as manager?" And I said, "Not particularly." Now it was mid-1970s, there was a lot of trouble around us, all over Northern Ireland and indeed along the borders. And he said, "Think about it." So I thought about it for maybe 10 minutes, and it was promotion for me, and I came. And I didn't know anybody, I didn't know a single person in Enniskillen. And the first thing I had to do was to try and find somewhere to live. And the house where I lived is very old, it's 150 years old. It was on the market, just by good fortune. Fell in love with the house and bought it. They're still there, and I have no intention of leaving it until I have to. So I just like the beauty of the place, in a nutshell, the beauty of the place and the niceness of its people. That's a very good reason for liking a place, I think, isn't it? For instance, last Sunday we walked near Loch Colvin, which is near Balleach. And when I was originally sussing out that walk, I mean, I hadn't been down there before, but I'd looked at it on the map. I met two brothers, and they were farmers, and I asked their permission if I might walk over their land, and it was very readily given. And I kind of expected, the more rural the place is, the more friendly people are. And then I said, but I'm going to walk another 5 or 6 miles up the hill there north of where we are now. And I said, would any of the other farmers up there object to my walking? And I got a lovely answer. He said, not at all. He said, there's nobody like that around here. No, I just thought that kind of summed it all up. Behind me now, actually, you're going to look at a hill called Ballyrea. People have to say have lived there 5,500 years ago. Now their descendants have lived for the last 5,500 years, not just on the hill, but in the surrounding area, because despite the fact that there were settlers which came here in the 1600s and all kinds of invaders and things came, but the basic DNA is probably the same as the first settlers who came there 5,500 years ago. And roughly the time that the pyramids were built in Egypt. You know, it's amazing to think that this relic is the echo of these people has gone on down through bloodlines for all that length of time.